Alright, so what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I haven't seen the trailer yet. I just got home from work and saw that there was a new trailer. So decided to go ahead and react to this live for you guys. I haven't seen it yet. I did not expect it to drop today. But you guys should be very much expecting videos throughout the rest of the week on this trailer alone. So without further ado, I'm just gonna start it and let's just get right into this.
War.
Hang on. 1 second, let me restart it.
War is inevitable. One must destroy.
So that was
in order to
Balin on the
create.
ship?
We are no Jedi.
What the fuck?
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's
Is that-
return as heir to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Morgan Elsbeth?
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
What?
I've spent most
The
of my
fleet.
life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
Hu
You
Yang
and
and
I both know who
Ahsoka?
could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master
They're showing
found
the
you
fucking
difficult
runway
at
from
times.
Lothal. No way.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine. You
Sabine was her
never make things
apprentice?
easy for
Apprentice?
me. Master.
I guess so.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else
Whoa,
can.
wait, what? So that isn't a picture,
I'm
a
counting
holo
on you to
picture?
see this
That's
through.
Nice haircut.
that's his fucking ending monologue.
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
Is it Birtle?
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain. You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
No.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Two episodes? What the fuck? Okay, I need to I'm sorry. I need to go back and rewatch that. Did Balin mentioned Anakin? That what the okay, hang on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers.
Don't do it to me. I really think this is the place on Lothal where Ezra opened the world between worlds. Call me crazy, but I genuinely believe this is where that
Thrawn's
is.
return as heir
Or it's in that temple that we've seen her in.
to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
Yeah, so this is definitely the rebel, or not rebel, the New Republic fleet now. But this planet, I'm not too sure on.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
Definitely Ahsoka and Hu Yang and Ahsoka's ship.
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your
I can't believe they're showing us Lothal like this, especially with the entire like runway that was in Rebels, them
master
recreating
found you
it.
difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me. Master.
So Ahsoka's definitely been training Sabine, with Ezra Saber since he's been gone. That's insane.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else
Fucking seeing Ezra's, oh my god.
can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Nice haircut.
Okay, I didn't see this at first. So I was right in my previous video where I said that that blue screenshot was of Ahsoka and Ahsoka fighting the Inquisitor and the Morgan Elsbeth guards.
Sometimes we have to do what's right,
There's the mural
regardless
shot
of our
from last
personal
year.
feelings.
This definitely has to be a Purgle. I mean,
Buckle up.
what is she wearing? What? Yeah, because that's her ship. Someone's following her. These are definitely the tendril, like the tendrils of the Purgle.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will.
Thrawn looks so. What the fuck is? What is that? Hang on. What? Why does that look like the? It looks like from episode 3 at the very beginning. During the Battle of Coruscant, what the clones' helmets looked like when they were flying the gunships, almost. But Thrawn looks so good. I think this is the shot from last year we saw Thrawn.
Everything
It looks
will
so
be in
good.
vain.
That's definitely Sabine. This is the same place where Ahsoka's fighting the Inquisitor, who I believe is Ezra, in the Red Forest.
You have no power.
And she's fighting Shin.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Okay, so I was right again about, yeah, okay. Sweet. Okay, real quick. This shot is again, where's Hera? Sorry, I'm trying to get back to that real quick. So this is definitely in that room again where Ahsoka's fighting, where she jumps out the window. Swing saber. I can't believe we're getting 2 episodes. This is actually kind of insane that we're getting 2 of them right away. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna try to quickly do a breakdown of the new trailer. So it starts off, this is definitely a Rebel Alliance ship.
War is inevitable.
And from the previous trailer, this is Balin's ship that we saw, where we saw the smoke coming down and sorry, I can't think of the word. The ramp, where the ramp came down. People were thinking it was Captain Pelion, I believe. Joe from Jar Jar Jargon said that he thought it was Captain Pelion, but now it's definitely Shin and Balin on a Rebel. Sorry, I keep saying Rebel, on a New Alliance ship.
Troy.
They're taking over, and that makes sense because this is the stuff we saw Matt Lanter wearing as well in the first season of Mandalorian.
In order to create. We are no Jedi.
Yeah, so they're definitely taking over the ship.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
So there's Balin's ship again. I want to say this setting, due to the red right here, and I don't know what's behind it, but I believe this might be the same forest to where we saw at the end of the trailer where Sabine is fighting Shin and Ahsoka's fighting the Inquisitor. It might be behind there is where that forest is. But this almost looks like Grogu's Seeing Stone on Tython, but in a different area, and this is where Balin and Shin are meeting Morgan Elsbeth.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
And obviously they haven't found Thrawn yet, but I don't know what this is. For some, and this is obviously part of the galaxy, but for some reason, it almost kind of reminds me of. I know it's not the same, but it definitely reminds me sort of the Starforge, in some way, shape, or form. But
Such
what is it?
as you've never dreamed.
I don't know what that is. It's because it doesn't look like to be the world between worlds anymore, like we all thought it was gonna be. I don't want to say this is Corvus, but it might be Corvus, and this is the New Republic fleet.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
The fleet again, Ahsoka, Huyang, Ahsoka's ship.
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's
Sabine at Ezra's tower in Lothal.
still just as stubborn as ever.
But your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine. You
So Ahsoka was training Sabine in between episode 4 at the end of Rebels till sometime in between this show and stopped.
never made things easy for me.
She was also being trained by Kanan and Jarrus before he died.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
nice haircut.
Huyang, Sabine, and Ahsoka in the ship. Yeah, so then this is definitely I'm gonna make a video on this as soon as I can. But this setting where the glass was, where she jumps out the window, this is definitely all together and connected. The same spot where in the previous video we talked about the blue screen where they were fighting. The guy in the full mocap suit, this was that, and then this is the Inquisitor. I was definitely correct about that.
Sometimes we have to do what's right,
the
regardless of
mural.
our personal feelings.
That has to be a Purrgil. That has to be a Purrgil. Just the first time I'm seeing live action. Because that doesn't explain this besides that being a Purrgil.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain. You have no power.
As far as we know, Sabine isn't Force sensitive or hasn't yet come out that is Force sensitive.
You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
Just that's the Force. So maybe Ahsoka had either incapacitated the Inquisitor and is now here, or this is before that. Not too sure.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
I can't wait for August. This is gonna be amazing when it comes out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and read messages from the chat. Kratos, what's good, Caden? What's good, man? How are you? Appreciate you for showing up here. I'm definitely excited for Ahsoka, and I cannot wait for August 23rd. This is just me insane. I didn't think that we were gonna get 2 episodes at the premiere. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's only 8 episodes this season, so we're only gonna get 6 weeks of Ahsoka. But these 6 weeks are gonna be insane, and I genuinely believe that these 6 weeks is exactly what we need for Star Wars and for the future of Star Wars as the recent. I gotta watch this trailer one more time. I'm sorry. I gotta watch it one more time.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power. Such as you
Wait,
never
hang on one
dreamed.
second. I just realized. So, either with this, either Morgan Elsbeth, which I don't think is Force sensitive, because why wouldn't she use the Force when her and Ahsoka were fighting in Mando season 2? But definitely is doing something here. Either, honestly, I still think that she might be a Night Sister at one point, or might have been a Night Sister at one point. But how she's activating this, I'm not entirely sure.
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one. You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine. You never made things easy for me, Master.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Nice haircut. Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings. Buckle up. If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain. You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
This show's gonna be insane when it comes out. I cannot wait. Kratos, you might have to just put me on. I don't even watch Star Wars, but this bitch look kind of fire. Definitely is, bro. I highly suggest getting into it if you plan on watching this show. I would definitely start with on Disney Plus. If you don't want to watch the entire 6 or 7 seasons of Clone Wars, there is a section that is like Ahsoka Tano episodes. I think it's like 20 episodes. But I would definitely watch all the Rebels before watching the show. Otherwise, you're not gonna have any clue what's going on. But I highly recommend it. This is gonna change Star Wars back to the way it was with when George Lucas was around, and finally turn Star Wars and make Star Wars start turning on a new leaf. Hopefully. I cannot wait for this to come out. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of chat, and I'm gonna turn off the stream. Tomorrow around 2 or 3 p.m. Eastern, should have a trailer breakdown from me. At that point in time, a full trailer breakdown. But without further ado, thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry, I'm just looking at this real quick. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for being here. I cannot thank you guys enough. Let me know in the comments if you guys do watch this later on. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in chat. I might still be in chat afterwards. What you guys think. And without further ado,